Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Chris Horde, PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker, taking care of your elderly in long-term care. And well, I talked about in one of my videos about bedside care and the tone of your voice, a little trick to use working in long-term care and even in community care, and I'm sure hospital setting care. Bedside care is huge. And the tone of your voice. I made another video about talking about, maybe researching your resident a little bit, finding out, what they did for a living, what they were before they entered long-term care and community care. All the people that we support, they did a profession like you and me. I mean, they went to work every day, got up in the morning like you or me, and they went to work. And out of the control of, something they couldn't control, they became sick and, they got Alzheimer's, and now it's us to take care of them. And that's where this video is coming in, where I want to emphasize this over and over and over again, is always place yourselves in your residents' shoes. And the reason why I say that is putting yourself in their shoes. You got to think, how does your resident feel each day, and some days, I'm sure, just like you and me, we probably don't have good days, and some days are bad and some days are good. And that's just like your residents that you take care of. You also need to put yourselves in their shoes and how they feel. And it's not about you. And I always tell people, when they come to work, is leave your personal problems at home, because these people have problems of their own. So before you're going to swipe in and head into the door, you got to leave everything behind that's troubling yourself, because when you're on duty, it's all about the resident, and it's all about the care of the resident. And your focus should only be about your resident and the care that you provide. And I've been doing that for 20 years. I may have the most shittiest night or the most shittiest, weekend or whatever, and I just leave it at home and I put on a smile. And some days you have to pretend. I mean, it's a fact. But I make sure that my residents will get the best care possible, because you know what? That's a service, and it's a service that they pay for. It's just like anything that, that there's a service with. Like when you go to a restaurant and, you're a waitress or waiter, you expect good service, and, that's why you leave an extra tip. But in hospital settings, you don't leave a tip or anything, but you get a thank you or whatever. But it's the same thing. It's a service. They pay for a service, and they want the best care possible. So think about that when you're going in and you're going to take care of your resident. How can I provide the best care possible to my resident to make sure that all their needs are taken care of, all their ADLs, which is activities of daily living, are taken care of? And if you can fulfill all those duties, you're doing a great job. Anyways, guys, do me a favor, subscribe and share this live out, like it, and maybe in the comments let me know other videos you guys want to talk about long-term care. Until next time, guys, cheers. Chris Horde, PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker. Until next time, cheers.